had a technical issue with the TRS streaming Twitch and stuff. So basically, the I got logged out of the account completely, and whenever I try to read the QR code, I will get thrown into a page in my phone where Twitch starts talking about cookie policy and type shit like that. But there is no accept button. So I can't get through that page and can't link the account back. So no TRS account. I mean, I can access it through the phone, but I can't access it through the PS. So I have to stream it from my main account. I don't know what's going on. So guys, I will be back very soon, but like for now, I myself don't know where am I, like why is it Australia? Okay, I guess. So I'm going to be streaming on here, and Swiss Trader said the fastest lap it's a 1.17.4. And yes, I will start normally commentating in. Give me 3 minutes because this like through the entire stream. Mm, okay, so as we can see, the Mr. Track is indeed a track. It has turns, it has straights, it has DRS zones. And the mystery track is Australia. The two McLarens, Luca and Funny Waveband, very stongy. Anyways, unfortunate news is that the Rogue One has been put into Tier 1, which is in my opinion, well, it was the right move but wrong time, in my opinion, because I mean, he was leading the championship and we are mid-season, and yes, the pace is strong, yes, he is faster than half of the tier 1 grid, but I mean, why not let him complete the whole season? Anyways, Luca is on provisional pole, but as soon as I say this rank, I sets the fastest lap with a 117.1. 17.0. Is it raining or some shit? Because yeah, now that is a lap time. That is a lap time. 16.5. 16.1. Y'all are getting way too fast. Way too fast. Teletubby sets a 16.1. Xmas sets a 16.3. Should have set this guy. Should have put this guy in the tier 1. Not to the Rogue One. Should have put him into tier 1. No. Like not even tier 1. Put this guy. Put this man into esports already. You know what? I think I will try again with this. QR code stuff. And Xmas is going slowly on the track. Half of the grid has already set lap times. Why is everybody going so slow on the track? That's not optimal. That's not optimal. Almighty Cloud. He's very mighty, I guess. Yes. Nah, bro, I can't believe this. But why is oh, yeah, he's just letting the drivers pass. Yeah, guys, I can get through this. So but man, I can't accept the cookies. The cookie page shows up, and because of the fact that I'm on telephone, I cannot get through this page. So I cannot put the code. I cannot put the code in. No stream. Uh, none at all. None at all. Why do these things always happen to me? Okay, so I will stop the crying and will continue the streaming like like usual, and we'll try to resolve the issue tomorrow or maybe today. But I think I will have to work to my PC, which is in the other room, so that's downright impossible. So, two guys, the two Zobers, Macy and Night Vision are the only two drivers remaining who hadn't set a lap. Teletubby and Mikey, very close between the two of them. It's one singular thousand. Now that the Rogue One has been put into Tier 1, and this guy is still in Tier 2, not in esports, now maybe we can see even more exciting racing because there is no more domination. There is no more crazy laps, which is the one singular downside. The track is the great, there is the track. The track consists of the asphalt, which who was the Red Bull? Almighty Cloud. This is a special message to you. You know, the track is that gray type of thing, which your car is standing on. So the grass is a big no-no. Don't go on the grass. Grass is a big no-no. So stay on the track, because the track is faster. If you go on the grass, no. Only a rally car goes onto the grass. This is a Formula 1 car. Formula Uno. Designed for aerodynamics, designed for top speed. Designed for cornering, not for grass cutting. Understood me? So, Swoosh Strider, wasn't this man in Visa? Anyways, it's been those mid-season signings and, usual stuff. I'm in Haas now, and, guys, absolutely nobody's watching my stream. One person. You are goated. So, uh, yes, everybody's saying that the commentating is good, and I can't bottle while commentating, because when I race, I always bottle. I'm telling you, man, 6 races I've been here, and 6 per 6, I could have won at least 5 of them. But in Abu Dhabi, the game was laggy. The game was so laggy, I thought I'm on an Indian server. And yeah, in Japan, I have done the bottle job of the century. In Austria, some Ferrari has brake tested me, and because I was behind him, following him, with the distance separating us, would be accurate to measure with millimeters, I couldn't react. By the way, Mikey said the fastest lap. In the fourth race, I don't know, it was Britain. Yes, Britain. I don't know what happened in Britain. Yes, I spun out or something like that. She could have won that one easily. Didn't finish P1, but rather P10. In Zandvoort. Wait, what happened in Zandvoort? Man, I don't even know, but I bottled. In Belgium, there was a bump in the game I didn't even know existed. And even though all of that, I somehow have got my best result yet. A P4. P6 on the track, but P4. Should have got P2, but P4. Yeah. I have scored more points in Belgium than I have across the whole season. I should be leading the championship. But no, I'm not leading the championship. So, well, that's unfortunate. With 4 minutes and 40 seconds remaining of this session, and the grid is pretty damn close, the TRS staff have done a phenomenal job of putting the right people up to tier 1, because now the grid is closer than ever. These guys, half of them I never seen them before. Bruteliak, Almighty Cloud, Macy, Senna, Night Pigeon, Senna. To do. Lotus, 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 Senna, to. Um, I don't know who was that song. Me máquina, something like that. Are we going to see Prime Ayrton Senna in TRS? That's the question here. And we have 3.5 minutes to see if we see Prime Senna or something which is not Prime Senna. Anyways, Toby is on a supposedly fast lap, and it's 26.5 in the first sector, improving by 1.5 tenths. The top 6, yes, the top 6 is actually so damn close. Especially the top 4, it's very close. If somebody improves to 2 tenths, they could potentially be in provisional pole. But Toby has made a huge mistake, invalidated his lap, and the rest is history. Teletubby is on his final out lap, and in 1 minute and 15 seconds time, he will start his final hot lap. He's letting the Haas and the Mercedes pass while warming the tires, and I think he should let the Red Bull pass. Let the Red Bull pass, bro. Let the Red Bull pass. But where is that Red Bull? The Red Bull has got held up. The Red Bull has got held up. Well, that's not optimal, Teletubby. That's a potential penalty for you. Xmas and Teletubby behind, like, following each other. And be sure to join today to this stream, not the TRS one, because there is no TRS stream for reasons I stated before. I will ping Connor or somebody from the commentary team to put this into the announcement so more than 2 people can watch it. We are here in the last turn. The two Alpines set this up perfectly because it's just enough distance between the two of them. Xmas is being slipstreamed by the faster teammate. Teletubby invalidates his lap immediately. So now, the whole field, eyes of the whole field is now on Xmas because it's his turn. It's his time to shine. He has got all the slipstream he needs, using up all the track. He's absolutely flying through Sector 1. Way too fast for a Tier 2 driver. It's a sector time which I can't even comprehend right now. How did you put a 26.2 in tier 2? This is phenomenal. So let's watch this man. He was in Kickzauber in Belgium, but now he's in Alpine with Teletubby, who has won the British Grand Prix. Yes, has won the British Grand Prix. And Xmas makes no mistakes so far. Mike is on a hot lap also. Mike is on a hot lap, but let's watch Xmas come to the final sector and we will let him finish this hot lap. Watch him. He keeps just enough TRS coming into the final turn, lifting a little bit. No, he actually flats it out. Absolute legend. He flats it out. Ladies and gentlemen, the qualifying is officially over, but anybody who has started this lap may finish it. 15.8, absolutely generational. What can Mikey respond? Can he respond? That's the question. He cannot, because he goes off the track. Teletubbies in the pits. Can Cop Carey do a miracle here and secure pole position? Or Xmas proves once again why he should be competing with Jarno Opmer instead of these guys in TRS. So, the question is, can the Aston Martins produce a miracle of a lap, or can Xmas claim his first pole position in season 6? He said he fell off, but what I see is that he's just in his prime. 110 out of the final corner. It's not going to be enough, or maybe 16.2. It's not enough. I'm surprised that I'm even saying this, but the man who was not above P9 for a singular moment 2 races before is on provisional, is on pole position. He's on pole position. Ladies and gentlemen, Express is on pole. This man, for the first 4 races, I have never in my life have saw him above P9. In Belgium, he was even P2 at one moment. Now, this man has came, he saw and he conquered. He is on the mighty pole position. Mikey P2 and Alpine 1-3. I am seeing the Alpine dominance. 2 British drivers. 2 Battle of Foha. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Anyways, we are going to see a 4-way battle, potentially even a 6-way battle on in through here. With 29 laps this race is offering us, and 19 drivers, maybe 20, I don't know, fighting for the victory here. And now the grid is closer than before, because the Rogue One and other guys aren't here anymore, and there are a lot of TPs. Lot of reserves. So, this will be a race we won't forget in a while. Unless there is a massive crash in turn 1, and we have to restart 6 times. Well, that's what happened in War to me once. Like in June, July, I don't know. Okay, so now we see the 5 lights pop up, 5 red lights, and we are racing once again. The break is over, and TRS is back again. with full force. Xmas is keeping the lead so far, but Mikey is close up behind, smelling the car's bottom. And now already alongside him, round the outside. Can he try and make a move? The Red Bull cannot so far. Xmas is keeping his position. He is going to have to get used to P1 because that's a position he isn't in so often. So he's under real pressure, even though it's lap on. Mikey is already on his second warning. Mikey is somehow under even more pressure because he's making more mistakes. Macy is the man who has got the award of the first penalty in the second half of the season. Mikey round the outside of the chicane. That's a brave move, and they somehow got away without a crash, but Mikey has got the third warning, I think. Let's say the second. Xmas has barely kept his position. That virtual safety car saved his ass. Anyways, up in 1-3. Mikey is crazy fast, but Xmas is on a new level. It's like when you defeat the final boss, which was the raw one, and now we have to fight the smaller bosses. Like when the final boss, you defeat it too early. Like you defeat the Ender Dragon, and there is the Wither left and the. I hadn't played Minecraft in years, man. What are the other bosses? Like I know there is the Warden, and there was another one. I know there was like a new one. Teletubby. No. It was Brutaliak, and I don't know why when the game says that it's virtual safety car, and then pops out the real one. Quite interesting. Macy has got a penalty, so there's Breteliak with Night Pigeon close up behind Macy, and well, Senna is not performing so well on his debut race, I suppose. Mm, Xmas, Mikey, Teletubby, Bruteliak, Luca, Toby, Chiron, Copcary, George, Funny Wave, and Ryan, Kaipuchit, Coin, Lazar, Almighty Cloud, Macy, Night Pigeon, Senna, Swoosh Rider, and the Dragon. I will read the comments. Again? Well, that's interesting. Jackson Brading. Wait, your real name is Jackson. Has commented. Yeah, boy! Pole position! Congratulations for the pole position, mate. Now you have to keep this place and keep the pace. Because Mikey is one fast guy. I know I keep glazing him for what he did in Abu Dhabi, but I mean, from last to second, almost first is impressive, man. Teletubby has won the British Grand Prix. Luca is a race winner. He has won Belgium. But Xmas is not a race winner yet. So is Mikey. Mikey isn't a race winner yet. So there are two drivers fighting for their first win in TRS, two drivers fighting for the second win, and Toby hasn't won a race either, so Karen didn't won one either, so did Cupcake. George Lynch has won this one in Zandvoort. Funny Wave Band, well, he didn't win one either. Reinkai, he was leading for quite some time, but he didn't win here either. Never saw you before. He didn't win a race here. The Dragon, well, sadly he hasn't even come close yet, but I mean, 2 races ago, Xmas was in another league, but not in the terms of pace. And now look at him. What is happening? Because Mike is trying to overtake Xmas maybe, and the safety car will be out for another lap, which is fueling my boredom. So what is even TS, bro? I will ask you guys about. Tell me what happened to you today. To me, well, one day I vomited my guts out, so I'm still recovering. And yeah, what I'm surprised of is that only Macy is a penalty. I'm used to the like more penalty stuff. Barely any of them. And ugh. So finally, safety car in this lap. I've got the message. The message has been shown. The safety car is making its way back to the pits. And now this guy is under real pressure. Xmas Jackson is under real pressure because the first place is a place he isn't in often. But now it's the fourth lap. He's still leading. He's under real pressure and he has restarted the Grand Prix quite early. That gives the advantage to Mikey to gain quite a bit of slipstream. And on the long run, the ERS advantage. Or maybe Mikey is trying to prepare a move, but Mikey made a bit of a mistake again. But somehow, his grip is next level and Teletubby can barely keep the pace with him. Luca defending the position against Toby or maybe overtaking him. I didn't see it. Teletubby losing the pace, losing all the pace. Mikey is so damn close, but he's making way too many mistakes. He's pushing the car to the absolute limit, which we can see from his driving style. He has like 2 warnings and that's the absolute minimum. Yellow flag once again. One of the McLarens has flew out. It's funny wave band. It's funny wave band now. This is one chance for Mikey, but he's not close enough yet. And in the fast chicane is well, it's not a spot to overtake. It almost caused a crash between the two of them just a few laps earlier. But now Teletubby has picked up the place, and now the Alpines can play together. Now they can fight. They have the strategical advantage. Mikey has the pace advantage and the experience advantage, but he makes a mistake again. This is the chance for Teletubby. This is the chance for him. He has the better exit, but Mikey has the better grip. I can't believe this. Mikey has the better grip. He had the worst exit of all time, but he has the better grip and the better acceleration coming out of the last turn. But now we are in turn 2, turn 3. We are coming into turn 4. Luca is close up behind. Now Luca and Toby has officially joined into the fight, whilst Karen and well, Kopkeri isn't quite yet, but the top 6 is following each other, and maybe the top 4 is battling with each other. No! Xmas made a huge mistake. This is the chance for Mikey. This is the chance. Now he's more than close enough to overtake. Xmas has crumbled under pressure, but Mikey is making quite a few mistakes as well. The Alpines has made the switch. Luca squeezes through and Xmas cuts the track, and then not Toby has made an advantage of the two of them. While Xmas and Luca was fighting, Toby sneaked behind them and overtook both of them. Well, that's strategy. That's strategy. Sometimes I have no words for these guys. Like, the racing is so intense and epic, and now the man is Teletubby, who has taken the lead of the race in lap 7. Mikey has generational pace right now, more grip than anybody on the grid combined. But he's abusing the grip. Maybe he's using grip hacks, I don't know. But he's abusing the power he has so much that the car is like spinning out. And that's why you have 2 warnings. And that's why you have now a 3-second time penalty. You are abusing track limits, mate. You had 2 damn warnings. I told you to not push. Now you have 3 seconds. Your race is over now unless you turn into prime Jarno Opmer coming round the outside of the chicane, and he makes the move quite interestingly. Xmas and Teletubby make the position change again. Okay, this was clever. They defended it quite well. Xmas can go after Mikey. They cannot let Mikey get ahead. Mikey made another mistake. He's crumbling under the pressure. He's making way too many mistakes. What has happened to Teletubby? A big shunt here in the second final turn. Why is Teletubby P11? Xmas has retaken the lead of the race. Whilst Mikey is quite struggling. The grip is fading. And that gives the opportunity for Toby, but he's not close enough. Luca is watching and he's edging the overtake. Like, he's edging so hard, trying to edge through the drivers, but he can't edge his way through through them. Bow! Restart the race immediately. I will not tolerate terrorism against the McLaren. I mean, I left McLaren, but I still like McLaren. I will not tolerate terrorism against Luca. Restart the race immediately. Anyways, the race will probably not be restarted. I'm just kidding. Unfortunate for Luca, this will be investigated. That's a fact. Seemed like, from my perspective, that it was on purpose. Which one of it was Karen? It seemed like Karen just put Luca into the wall, and we have our first DNF. Xmas keeps the lead. Swoosh Strider, he's different. While others are on, let's see what tires, because I genuinely do not know. While others are on hards, Swoosh Strider is hard. But the question is, what the Dragon is P4 somehow. The question is, will Swoosh Strider shit bricks 3 laps from now? Or can he like become Prime Jarno Opmer and just pull away, shoo, and never be seen again by this grid? Put up into esports tier or some shit like that. Shoo! That's what Swoosh Strider needs to do. He needs to swoosh and stride away. He needs to be tough, or else Xmas will make him shit bricks. Mikey teleported to Xmas, gives back the position. That's sportman-like behavior. Pay respect to Mikey. Press F. I think I maybe use this reference wrongly, but well, yeah. Uh, so let's see, with 3 people watching and 3 comments, which we on through all of them. Write comments. Write me about your day. Write, I don't know. Tell me how your hamster died if you have a hamster, or something like that. Because hamsters, there is not a singular hamster who has died peacefully. If you hear a story about a hamster dying, it's usually the story usually contains such events that if those events would be captured into a storybook, J.K. Rowling would go bankrupt because those hamsters go through violence and terror if they have a good day. Like, the average story of a hamster dying is usually that there was 2 hamsters. Let me tell you a story, which is made up because I don't have a hamster. So there is 2 hamsters. There is the daddy hamster and there is the mommy hamster. Mommy and daddy hamster have 6 kids who are severely retarded. So the Great Depression starts and the Black Plague is rising again. So there is the Black Plague everywhere. The hamsters family, the family, the humans have died out. And now the hamsters have to eat each other and skin the dog alive to make some food. And that's how the hamster dies. This is the average story about the hamster. The horse cut the grass. Okay, Swoosh Rider, this is for you. You either get away or you will get jumped by Xmas, Mikey, George, Toby, Ryan Kai, Lazar, Puchitcoin, Cop Carry, Almighty, Funny Wave, and Caron, Teletubby, Brutaliac, Night Pigeon, Senna, and Macy. Basically, almost everybody. Maybe the dragon can help him a bit, but I don't quite see it. Teletubby close up behind him. And Swoosh Strider can start at any given moment. It's going to be very late. Now he has stepped on the throttle finally. And there is a big crash in the back. Macy is out of the race. Swoosh Strider has somehow kept the lead. Teletubby has got a penalty. I mean, that evens out things quite a bit. Mikey regains 2nd place. Somehow. And no, this can't be. Why does Xmas have wing damage? Why does my goat have wing damage? Somebody has just flew into the wall. This is not normal, guys. Do not fly into the wall, please. I understand, like, some of y'all like to commit vehicular manslaughter on the track. But please, like, do not do off the track. Like, do not fly into the track. Do not commit cyber terrorism. Because this is cyber terrorism. In F124 terms. Like, this is a virtual game and you are acting like a terrorist. So this is cyber terrorism. Practically. And Xmas is so goated that he has noticeably big wing damage and still keeps up with Swoosh Rider. Swoosh Rider, now it's your time to either defend like a lion or shit bricks while trying. Can you defend? Can Swoosh Rider defend? Mikey is thirsty. Like, this is pure bloodlust Mikey has. Because he wants the position so bad that it forces Xmas off the track. He wants the position so bad, but Swoosh Rider is defending like prime Checo Perez. Yellow of Sector 1. Swoosh Rider has somehow survived. He has somehow survived all of Mikey's attacks with 7 laps older hearts. Now put this into the Hall of Fame. Right now. Hall of Fame. Make a Hall of Fame channel and put this into it. Generational. Xmas has somehow kept up with them with a broken front wing. So like guys, this is insane. Bruteliak has left the session. Almighty P16. And Mikey is on P2. Will... Yeah guys, I'm not kidding y'all, I really stayed in the air for 4 minutes. 5 comments. Only one person watching the stream. And I might have a guess on who that is. Uh, oh, it's Luca. Williams crashed me into the wall. Well, yeah, that's what I saw to that. Like, the Williams just fully turned in on you. Justice for Luca and restart the race immediately because this is diabolical. Some people have rejoined, so we are not completely alone. Thankfully. We have got some comments again. We will check. I mean, it's a safety car, so... I just want to restart and put the race on 25%. Well, I I can only do so much, like, all I can do is just ask Elliot or some stuff guy, because they are the ones who decide this. Yes, I agree. It was in fact dirty, and justice for Luca. I mean, bro went from hero to zero. Like, bro won the Belgian Grand Prix and DNF in Australia. You have to win the championship, bro. That's not a good way to do it. I mean, not your fault, but yeah, I don't know what will be the next race, but don't let yourself down. You know, you have to achieve failure, and when you come to rock bottom, when you achieve rock bottom, it means that you cannot go any lower. So the only place from rock bottom is up. You can use this. And this is not a good analogy whatsoever, but I mean, yes, you DNF'd. But if you like practice and stuff, and somehow make sure that this don't happen, you can use this as a lesson. And then win the following Grand Prix. Okay, will Strider shit bricks or will he defend like a lion? That's the question. By the way, Luca, if you have the time, please stay with me in the stream because I'm feeling lonely. And like almost nobody is watching the stream. Yes, Luca left. Bro moved on faster than my ex. Anyways, Strider. Like nobody is watching, man. Okay, so we'll try to commentate this. So the Swoosh Strider is going for a late restart again, and now he's on the throttle. But Mikey, this time he was prepared. The Ryan Kai is on Mikey. The Ferraris are in quite a fortunate situation because Ryan Kai is somehow P3, and maybe he can put pressure on. Oh! Voice crack of the century. Maybe he can put pressure on Mikey. Pressure on Mikey. So Swoosh Rider can like go away or maybe play a team game till one of the Ferraris win. But Ryan Kai doesn't have the pace. He has the pace but not the space. Both Swoosh Rider and both Mikey has a penalty, so maybe Ryan Kai is in the best situation out of the top 4 because he is the only one in the top 4 who doesn't have a penalty yet, but he broke the front wing at least, I suppose. Teletubby overtook. Big, well, not mistake because Mikey pushed him off fully, so that's not his fault at all. Wait, why is Xmas P5? Xmas? Yes, he does overtake. Not the cleanest way to do it, but I mean, he left like only millimeters of space, but he left the space. With mediums, he will be the fastest guy tonight. So now he's up to P4 and like literally the top 4. Everybody has a penalty in the top 4. Only Ryan Kai doesn't. Ryan Kai can technically win this Grand Prix if he can stay with these guys. Swoosh Rider is somehow got the defending abilities of Prime Alonso. I don't know how you are doing this, but you are not cheating bricks so far and not being eaten up by the grid. Mikey has hit the wall. Mikey has hit the second tower. This is unbelievable. Mikey has no front wing. Was not a funny joke, but and please don't take me seriously. This was purely a joke. But Mikey is using the straight line speed. The wing damage gives you ultimate straight line speed. This holds the wall grid up as Swoosh Rider is getting away. I can't believe this. And like they can't dive bomb because, well, Mikey finished the job himself. Okay, so Mikey won't win here. That's a fact because unless there is a safety car and Mikey doesn't get the pace of Prime Yarnov, then I don't see him winning anymore. Anyways, all eyes on Ryan Kai because he's the only one without a penalty. The underdogs here, Ryan Kai and Puchitcoin, might deadass win this Grand Prix. It will be one of them because Swoosh Strider is doing the teamwork of the millennium for Ryan Kai until Swoosh Strider defends like an absolute legend. Then Ryan Kai may win. Ryan Kai may deadass win. I can't believe I'm saying this. The underdog, Ryan Kai, and Push with coin behind him could be P2, maybe even P1. They will decide. All Ryan Kai has to do is just stay behind. Teletubby overtook. Alpine 1-2 on the track, but they have a penalty. The top 4 has a Ryan Kai has a penalty. The Ferrari master plan is gone. No master plan anymore. Swoosh Rider lost the lead. The whole plan is in shambles. There is nothing the Ferrari can do anymore. The operation has failed miserably. The top 5 has a penalty now, so now it's on track position. Now it's between Xmas and Teletubby, but those mediums cannot go to till the end. If they can, the mediums will be very slow. The faster one probably is Xmas, but I don't know how the mediums act here. But I know that they are faster, but I don't know how much. He's coming for the move, and I think the teammate won't go battle with him. Yes, he won't. The Alpine has secured P2 and Xmas is back at the top spot. Well, but wait, Puchitcoin still hasn't got a penalty. The true underdog, the even more underdog, more underdog than Ryan Kai. He's still in the race, but he's edging that 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Karan is trying. Caron is an up for Luca now because he put him into the wall. Lazar, retire! And no safety car yet. No, there won't will be because it was a box retiring. Okay, so all Puchitcoin has to do is somehow just keep the pace. These guys are battling each other like their life depended on it. Oh, yeah. Teletubby makes a huge mistake, so I think the Alpines are going to just swap positions till the end of the race, then have a brutal showdown. All Puchitcoin has to do is just stay with them, because the Ferraris, well, if the Ferraris can't keep the pace, then Puchitcoin has to go through the Ferraris. If he goes through the Ferraris, the Alpines come through, and if the Alpines come through, they go off, and they go off the radar, go way over 3 seconds. I don't know if Puchitcoin has the pace. But the Ferraris, they do not have the pace. The Ferraris do not have the pace, that's a fact. 1.8 seconds so far. If Puchitcoin can hold the Alpines and the Ferraris can pick up the pace, Puchitcoin will win the race. Puchitcoin is theoretically leading the race. The underdog of all. The guy, like the master, the monarch of P8 might win a race. But Night Pigeon has decided it's a safety car once again. The monarch of P8 will not strike yet. But the penalties can be taken away. Maybe the monarch of P8 has an even better chance. And everybody is coming to the pits. Everybody is coming to the pits. Do not overtake. Do not overtake. It's tight. It's tight. It's tight. Don't overtake. Yes. Good. Yes. Good. It would have been an unsafe release in real life. Swiss Strider is somehow leading, man. Wait, how is Swiss Strider leading? He was lagging behind him. Puchitcoin might legit win this. I'm dead ass. Puchitcoin can win this. Let's see the race director. But he's edging too because 2 warnings and pushing like crazy because I mean he's like half a second off and that's the absolute minimum. So he's pushing like crazy and he can't get a warning. Quite a messed up and bad situation. Can Puchitcoin be the man? I would say everybody has a penalty. But Puchitcoin doesn't. The man from Poland is different. Am I even hearable, man? I mean, I hope so. We didn't do a voice check. Yes, I am. I'm not kidding. Puchitcoin, the monarch of the midfield, can win this Grand Prix. The Rogue One gets put into Tier 1. Chaos erupts. I thought I would never have Xmas fight for the win. But Puchitcoin. Bro. If somebody told me 2 weeks ago that Puchitcoin would be fighting for the win in Australia, I would look the guy dead in the eye and would tell him that he's out of his mind. But here we are, bros fighting for the win. I mean, it's alright, but it's quite Actually less action on the track since the Rogue One left for T1. The only surviving McLaren is right behind the McLaren killer, Karan. The McLaren killer. Bro's not the ice truck killer. Bro is the man in the woods. There's a man in the woods. That's Karen. In this lap, this will be one interesting ride. Swoo Strider somehow leading. Ryan Kai, the master plan has failed because he's got a penalty. Swoo Strider will once again pull off insane defending abilities, but now he will have the pace because we are on the same tires now, the top 3 is, but there's only one guy in the top 6 who hasn't got a penalty yet. That is Putrid Coin, and if he can push like crazy and not get a penalty, then I will say something in the last lap which I would be surprised to say, that Putrid Coin would win a Grand Prix here, but he has to make no mistakes, has to drive like prime Sebastian Vettel, and just not crumble under pressure. Will be a late restart again by Swoosh Strider. Teletubbies overtook him accidentally, and we are racing once again. The Putrid Coin has picked up the pace quite well, but Toby is right beside him. And Toby makes the move, but Toby has a penalty too, so does Pucci, but he can't lose that many places because then he would be over the 3-second margin. 1.5. You can't let this go, Pucci Coin. This is your only chance of winning, bro. You can't let this go. So now it's between Swoosh Strider and Teletubby. But Pucci Coin, well, I mean, as I can see it from like different angles, but Putrid Coin is the main guy here. He's the main character for the remaining 8 laps. Teletubby is already putting a lot of pressure on the Swoosh Rider, but Swoosh Rider has proved his defensive abilities here quite a few times. Putrid Coin cannot fall back. You have to keep the pace, my friend. You have to push like crazy. I know he's like half a second slower on in like qualifying circumstances, but he has to keep the pace. Has to keep insane pace, unhuman-like pace. To Xmas has retired, man, from hero to zero. You have to keep their pace, and the victory is yours, mate. It's yours. 6 more laps of pure pressure for Putrid Coin, and 6 more laps. They have the top 4 to get away from Putrid Coin as fast as possible. The other McLarens gave up to the McLaren killer has got them, probably. Teletubby has the DRS, but he can make a move in the chicane. It would be quite risky. Funny way Band has retired. If there is a safety car, I'm going to lose it. No. Makes a mistake. Makes a big ass mistake. Putrid Coin is losing the pace. He's losing the pace. Putrid Coin, he gets overtaken here. It might be over. But Putrid Coin can defend. Yes, you can defend. He defends. But he's edging the DRS. Oh, he's got the DRS. He's got the DRS. Alright. Okay, so Swoosh Rider is still leading. He's showcasing his ultimate defensive abilities once again for the 3rd time. This race, Putrid Coin, 1.4 seconds. Similar scenario to the previous league I was commentating in. The guy had no penalties, the other 2 to 3 drivers had 3 seconds. He's actually racing here. His name is Choylek. He's in Aston Martin. That guy has a lot of potential. I know him for years now. So yeah. But can Pucci go and repeat what he has done here? Like the guy, Choylek. Anyways, it's 1.3 seconds so far. He has to keep this pace, just stay with him, and he has to hope that the Alpine and the Ferrari don't get away too quickly. Teletubby, now he is way ahead. He's way ahead, but Swoosh Rider will have the DRS. Teletubby was desperate here, but the DRS will be Swoosh Rider. So Swoosh Rider doesn't have the pace. He doesn't have the pace. There probably won't be a fight back from, well, from 3.5 tenths. Yes, there will be a fight back. But Teletubby has the RS advantage. Almighty Cloud has retired. Please, don't be a safety car. Please, I'm begging, don't be a safety car. What are these two guys doing? Ryan Kai takes the lead of the race and Puchwitcon is back in action again. The Ferraris are all onto each other. Puchwitcon takes a step back. And someone is in the gravel. One Ferrari spins. Swoosh Rider is in the gravel. Very Swoosh Rider. P8. What has happened here? Insane battle between the two of them. But now Puchwitcon is under real pressure. The McLaren killer is behind him. And George Lynch is behind the McLaren murderer. He can't let the McLaren killer kill him too. But the McLaren killer, okay, I will call him Karon. So Karon has gone up very close because Puchwitcon made a mistake. 1.4 seconds. The top 4 has 3-second time penalty. But Puchwitcon cannot get a warning from here. You can get a warning from here. 4 laps remaining from now on. Ryan Kai has somehow got into P1. These Ferraris are getting into Teletubby's nerves now because Teletubby is seeing the Ferrari's ass for 10 laps straight. Teletubby has had enough and he overtakes them on some nonchalant shit. And Teletubby takes the lead of the race. With Toby, Ryan Kai made a mistake. Toby tried to make a move in the more tighter sections. The Ferrari makes a mistake again, but Toby hits him. No place to overtake. Teletubby will get away. Teletubby will get away. Karon overtook Puchwitcon. If Teletubby gets away, it's over for the non-penalty guys. Karon somehow overtook Puchwitcon. Puchwitcon has to re-overtake. Or maybe the McLaren killer will kill the top 4. That's the question here. 2.1 seconds. It's intense. It's intense. There is a bridge. Yes, there won't be a winner. Yes. There is no way. Puchwitcon is more than 3 sec. What? Okay, I don't understand it. So Karon 2.1 seconds. Puchwitcon 3.3. So Puchwitcon can't win from here anymore, and George cannot also. Karon somehow overtook both of them. Now Teletubby. The victory may fall into Karon's hands. The cold-blooded McLaren killer. Or will Teletubby? He has 2.5 laps to make up 8 tenths. Puchwitcon was not a generational run, but unfortunate. Teletubby has 2.5 laps to make up 8 tenths of a distance to pull away. But Karon not just keeps the pace, he's actually closing on. Which is insane, bro. He's closing to Teletubby. The victory may fall to the hands of the guy who was in P8 the entire race. The new guy who joined here in Zandvoort, was leading for like 10 laps. Doesn't do anything in Belgium. Doesn't do anything in here. And now somehow is in a position to fight for the victory. And the pull away is not happening because it's 1.9. The distance is 1.9 seconds. Teletubby is praying for a miracle right now. But will the miracle come? Only God knows that. But the question is, can Karen come closer, or will Karen go further from Teletubby? For now, he's coming closer and closer and closer. Teletubby can't edge the distance anymore. He has that agonizing 3 seconds of a time penalty, and that might be the cause of his fate, because although Karen has the older tires, he has no penalties. Teletubby is desperately trying, and there is one more lap of racing action all the way to the checkered flag in Australia. Teletubby leading 1.3 seconds. 1.3 seconds. It's over. Unless Caro makes a huge mistake, he cannot make it back from now. Two sectors remaining. 1.0 seconds. Teletubby has gave it up completely. Caro could get DRS by the end of this sector. Two sectors remaining. The Haas has been lapped. Senna has been lapped. Caron, the man who has joined here in Zandvoort, done nothing on the Belgian Grand Prix, done nothing on this Grand Prix, has somehow been the most fortunate on this Grand Prix, have found himself in such position where he could fight for the win. He took that opportunity, grasped the opportunity, grabbed it by his neck, and has taken the opportunity 100%. Now let's see the guy. If somebody had told me 2 weeks ago that Caron will win the Australian Grand Prix, I would have told that guy that he is insane. But here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Caron will be the kangaroo of Australia. He wins the Australian Grand Prix here. This is an ending I would have never expected. Caron wins the Australian Grand Prix, not just on track, but with the penalties. He has overtook Teletubby in the last second. Absolute cinema, guys. Absolutely phenomenal job from all the drivers, all the 10 drivers who could finish this Grand Prix. That's generational. This man in lap, I don't know, in early in the race, he violently murdered the McLaren. But now he's on the top step of the podium. But I don't know, maybe he will get a penalty or something. But for now, Karen is enjoying his victory with the Williams. Very good. Another epic race. All I can do is just hope I don't battle tomorrow. Well, wish you all the best, guys, and there is still a race to win. There's still a race to win. So good night to everybody, and again, congratulations to all the drivers. And by the way, congratulations to Karon for winning the Mystery Grand Prix. So I mean, y'all did a great job again, and see you all in the next Grand Prix. That will show me out.